and welcome to the DJ and Wedding Planner podcast. I am your host, Carmen Davila Hernandez.
And I'm Tony the Hitman Hernandez. Welcome back to our podcast.
Today we have a special guest. We have Chris Plaza with the Bride Candy and House of Dahlia.
Hey.
Hey. So Chris, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So I am Puerto Rican. I'm from Connecticut originally. I've been in Miami for 9 years. I've loved flowers since I was very, very young. My dad managed a community garden. And I always daydreamed about fashion shows, weddings, decor. I was like that little kid that by 10, I was decorating the Christmas tree by myself. And I started very early in my early 20s doing weddings, quinces. I was a wedding planner for a while. And then when I moved to Miami, I really transitioned into florals because that's my passion. And and my new endeavor is Miami Wedding Week with you.
Yeah. I can't wait to tell you guys more about Miami Wedding Week. So just to give you a little bit of background, one night we were hanging out at the National Hotel, and Chris will elaborate on the story, but thank you to the National Hotel for hosting that event.
For not kicking us out.
For not kicking us out. I think we stayed up until 4 a.m.
It was 4.
Right? Tony was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I am talking with Chris. It's all good. So yeah, that was like a late night, maybe 4 a.m.
It was 4 a.m. for sure.
I mean, it was so late they locked the bathrooms. I remember that. I was like, I gotta use the bathroom, and they were like, the bathroom is locked. So tell us a little bit about that night.
So I was going through this, you know how it is in our industry when you get overwhelmed, after a while, you're like, do I want to keep doing this? Right. And so I had to really deep, ask myself, what does little Chris want? What is that little boy who was playing in his father's garden? What's his passion? So I'm I still want to do weddings. I love florals, but I want to do something else. I want to do fashion. I want to do commercials, things like that. So I came up with this concept of doing fashion shows in venues in Miami and really showcasing them and then using themes to show off the venues, because from being from Connecticut, people only think South Beach, and we're so much more than that. We have Vizcaya, we have Villa Woodbine, we have the ancient Spanish monastery, all these gorgeous places that does not look like what people think Miami looks like.
That's true.
So I came up with this vision board and everything else, and I'm like, there has to be a bridal week here. So my nosy ass was searching on Google, and I'm like, there's no wedding, there's no bridal week here. And then it became I went into a rabbit hole, and I was like, how many destinations weddings, what is the top places in the US that have the most weddings? Mm-hmm. We were number 8 at best, and I was shocked. Actually, the Keys and Isla Morada beat us out by a lot, which I actually do events there. But I'm that there's no way. So I just thought of this concept of Miami Wedding Week, which would be the bridal week of Miami, and the goal would be to bring almost what's that, the art show that's here every year?
Art Basel.
Art Basel, where everyone would come.
I said it wrong.
That's fine. We do our own thing here. So.
Art Basel.
Art Basel. And then everybody would come, and it would be, the bridal week, but a little bit different, our spin on it. Because I feel New York is known for setting trends, and I feel we can do the same.
Correct.
So this was a secret that I was holding. Didn't really tell anyone until that night, with a few drinks in me, and it finally came up.
That's true.
And Carmen was like, when you do this, you need to let me know, because I want to be a part of this. I'm like, okay. That happened I think it was 2 years, something like that, almost.
Yeah, maybe 2. Yeah, almost 3 years ago, maybe.
Oh, no, now it's almost 3 years.
Yeah,
but I think by the time we actually did Miami Wedding Week, it was 2 years. And so Carmen always held me accountable. She would see me and she'd be like, when are we doing Miami Wedding Week? When are we doing Miami Wedding Week? The last time that she asked me that, I had this shame in a good way, because I was just like, why am I not doing that? Like, why, so one day I had the cojones to start it up. I started the website, did all that stuff, and that's when I hit you up.
Yeah.
And then it was history, because once I told Carmen, that was it. It just
We went running.
Yeah.
She
I
starts
remember.
running with the project.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, I remember one night I woke up. Like, I'm one of those people that if I have something on my mind, I won't sleep. So that's why I'm like, I'll be up. My husband sometimes is like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I have to email myself all these things that I need to do, because if not, I won't sleep at all. Like, a paper and pen is literally next to my bedstand. Like, I'm not kidding. So long story short, I remember it was like 3 a.m. and I couldn't sleep because I had woken up and I'm like, we have to do Miami wedding week. And it was this thing where in my mind, I'm like, this is so much bigger than like what we're even imagining. And I'm like, we can do so much. Like, and I don't want to spill all the secrets because we're just working on putting together something so amazing for everyone. And I remember messaging Chris, because I have no respect, guys, no boundaries. Remember, we've had this conversation at 3:30 in the morning. And I was like, Chris, it's me, Carmen. Let's chat about Miami wedding week. We really need to do it. Literally, I sent the message, no respect. And then he was like, the next day, I remember you were like, are you serious about doing this? And I was like, I've been serious about doing this. And then I remember telling him, I'm like, however, I know the perfect person that we can bring in to do this. And we were like, let's bring in Christy. She's not here today because she's with her beautiful baby. But, she's our logistics queen, and she really keeps us like grounded.
The third C.
Really is a third C.
And
yep.
I looked up to Christy, like when I first came to Miami and I was a freelancer, like I met Christy that way. And she just like, when she said Christy's name, I was like, yes, oh my God, perfect person. Thank God for her, because we're fucking crazy and we need someone to like calm us down. And
she does that.
She does that.
Sometimes we're like, because I don't know, they can come from the sky and it'll be amazing. And she's like, guys, like, let's regroup for 1 second. I love her calmness too. Yeah. And she's never like, no. She's always like, guys, let's regroup for 1 second. And so if we did do that, how would we do? I love that she thinks like that. So she's always like, back to reality, guys.
Yeah, for sure. And then Carmen here, one thing that Carmen has, like when you're doing anything, whether it's a business, a nonprofit, or anything, starting something up, the key is who you know, like really talking. And like Carmen has this natural ability to bring people together. So
thank you.
It was like right after I told you and everything else, and it started in motion, that was it. It just kept going and going and going. And a lot of that is the reason why we've grown so much in the last year, because of those connections and things like that. Like I may be like a creative mind and things like that, but like Carmen's been a really good influence on me. I've been going out. I haven't been a hermit crab because I'm super dramatic sometimes. And when I work, I'm like, after that, all my energy's gone and I just like lock myself up. But it's been really, really good having you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I mean, and obviously Tony's our unpaid consultant.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
They always come to me with the ideas. What do you think about this? What do you think? How can we do this? So I'm always there to support and help the project. Why don't you guys talk about the first year, like the inaugural show that you guys did last year? How you kicked it off.
Oh my God.
I mean, we worked with an amazing designer. We worked with Sharon Ospino, and she's fabulous. Her designs are just beautiful and just cutting edge, and she's an amazing person. She is, she's based in Miami, and her background is she's from Venezuela. Hardworking woman, just phenomenal. So, thank you so much, Sharon, for your support last year. Beautiful fashion show, and that was fun. I mean, I think we put that together in how many weeks?
2 months, actually less than 2
It was
months.
like 6 weeks, I think. And then that was like,
and it was something that we really talked about. I remember, and I was like, we need to get this out now.
yeah.
This event was more so for the marketing. The first event was like, we need something on the website. We need photos. We need the concept to leave our brains and go out into the universe. And then surprisingly, one thing that I was thinking about today was I remember doing my speech and I was like, in a few years, we'll have a week of events. And I'm like, we already have a week full of events. Like, it's crazy. I didn't think it was going to happen that quickly.
Yeah, that's so true. It was, but we pulled it off and here we are a few weeks away from
The kickoff.
The kickoff.
I still can't believe it, honestly. I'm so excited, but I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So why don't we go through what's in store for the whole week?
Yeah.
How we're kicking it off.
Okay. So on Sunday, Tony is the mastermind behind our Bridal Expo, right?
Yes. The bridal show will be at Club of Nights. If you want to register, we're inviting all brides to
And
come
grooms.
out and
Bride and grooms.
Yes, bride and grooms and couples to come out and join us at the Club of Nights. We're having the expo there. We're going to have over 25 vendors displaying their business, from florists to photographers to DJs, all sorts of categories. Come out, support the Bridal Expo. And then from there, what's next on Monday?
So Monday, we're working with Wed Society, and they're going to be releasing their magazine, actually, their book of weddings. So that'll be the release for their book of weddings. They're going to be hosting a fashion show, and it's going to be amazing. It'll be great. They actually have, if I'm not mistaken, it's Messy Chef that's preparing the food for that event. So we look forward to seeing you guys there. And if you want tickets to that, reach out to Wed Society, to Kara and Scott, and they're awesome. So, we can always connect you guys with them. So that'll be fun.
It's also on our website.
Yes, and it's on our website. And then Tuesday, our main fashion show.
Woo woo. Saint and Sinners theme.
Yes.
Super excited at the Hotel Colonnade. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. And that's going to be on Tuesday, September 23rd. Like he said, Hotel Colonnade. And we have a lot of designers. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. You guys are going to love it. You're not going to be bored.
No.
So I refused to have like one designer. I was the one that was like, we're going to have a lot of designers. Miami deserves to see all of this.
All of them.
I'm super excited. We're super excited for that fashion show, and it's going to be fun. A lot of experiences, and we're going to have people not only from the wedding industry but from the fashion industry, and couples as well. So we're excited for that. We have a lot of support from the city of Coral Gables, so that's going to be really exciting. And then on Wednesday, we have the Red Room Party.
Yes.
Right. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Tony has a lot of ideas for the closing party.
Let our hair down.
And that is going to be free for everybody who has purchased a ticket to the fashion show on Tuesday, and then that gives you entrance to our after party. So, if you want to go, you got to buy tickets because we're going to be looking at the list. I'm just kidding. but I'm not. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. What else do you want to touch on for Miami Wedding Week?
I'm trying to think. I mean, for sure, check out our website for, the calendars on there. So you'll get to see the bridal show is free. So you get to register. So all the events that you need to register for, it's there on our website.
Correct.
I guess let's talk about the mission.
Yeah, that's true.
So one thing that I noticed, like, especially us floor designers, is it's been a conversation or 3 or 10 or 1,000 about how people are bringing other designers from like New York and things like that, right? And the thing is like New York is so trend-setting. And the thing is that Miami, because we have that, like, we're known only for parties and only for like South Beach, that the goal really is to make us trend-setting in our own way.
Yeah.
Like, we're not New York, we're not LA, we're Miami. And we know how to throw a party. We know how to do it in an elegant way.
Right.
There is fashion here. There's so much beauty here as well.
Yeah, that's true.
There's art. There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot of culture.
A lot of culture.
Yeah, there's a lot of culture. And I think that's one thing that, people always brag about being from different places, and which is awesome. But I think the one thing that Miami has is this cultural mix that we're so lucky to have, especially like if you grew up here and you go anywhere else, you're just kind of like, like it's different. Like there's nowhere in the world that's like Miami. And you'll go to places like, I know I travel a lot and I'll go to like Europe and people are like, where are you from? And I'm like, Miami. And they're like, oh, Miami. People just have this love for this city because they know that we're like just amazing and we have good food and all different cultures and just so much talent here. So I'm excited that we're showcasing our beautiful city for sure. This is all about our wedding community, our event community, because we have amazing vendors, and that's what we're here to showcase. This isn't just a, bride candy, events by Carmen, events by Christy. No, like it's bigger than that. So we just want to make sure that, we're putting Miami on the map as a top place for weddings, events, and
fashion.
and that's exactly.
Do we
Grounds running.
want to tell them how we got Europe involved?
So, I mean, we have some surprises. Let's say that we have some surprises. So we're definitely excited, and we can't wait to show you guys what we have. We look forward to seeing all of you during Miami Wedding Week, specifically on Tuesday for the main fashion show. So, like I said, if you guys want tickets, make sure to hit us up on the website. You can buy the tickets there. And then if you have any questions, feel free to contact us as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.